You finna start live?
Yeah. You coming on there?
I don't know. I gotta run and get Cooper.
Where's he at?
Yeah, Priscilla's Ratio going out of town, so I need to go get him.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, guess what we're talking about today? We're talking about the ICE. That's right. The men and women, men or whoever come in your house and snatch you out your bed.
Yeah.
Snatch
it was just a matter of time before they kill somebody.
Hey, Snowdrop.
I'm surprised they didn't kill him before now. Me too. Wonder what the folks gonna do now. This was a United States citizen. What the United States gonna do now? What they gonna do to Donald Trump? Well, that's why they trying to say she was using a car as a weapon when she really wasn't. They just trying to justify it now. They got it on tape.
They got it on video.
They got it on video. Why? They can't see where she was trying to run over nobody. She wasn't trying to run over nobody. Yeah. Yeah, well, go ahead, Tish. Go on live, girl. I'll talk to y'all.
Well, call and check on us, because...
Okay.
We'll check on us.
Get off, and see how y'all doing, because she might wake up crying. So
she did earlier.
Yeah.
So
she got to get used to that. She might need to stay at home another day and regroup. She ain't ready. Yeah, make sure you keep it with Tylenol, because you don't want to keep ahead of the pain. You don't want to, because it's hard to get her out of pain once she's in it.
Okay.
So you have to stay ahead of that. Yeah. Poor little girl. All right, we'll be checking on you.
All right, girl. Let me tell you something. That thing ain't no joke. The dentist. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
How many teeth did they do?
6, 7.
Sheesh. Yeah, that was pretty intense. Okay. Yeah, well. Yeah. All right. Well, take care of
for her.
We'll check on y'all later.
They probably should have broke that up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Sorry about that. Hello, Payne. Hello, Lisa. A little bit woke up crying. She was upset. She just got back from the dentist. Hello, Polo. Welcome to the porch. Hello, hello. I mean, not my porch, but welcome, Polo, to the porch. Welcome, Polo. Welcome, 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 welcome. No, she was upset about her teeth. Her mouth is swole from them taking care of some cavities that she had. And yeah, she's a little upset about it. You got it. Good. I was all the way off there. Hello, welcome. OMG. ICE is running around killing people, pulling out guns and killing people. And come to find out, this woman was a United States citizen. ICE. Yes, she broke my heart. I called the dentist back and asked him some questions, and then to see if we can make some cosmetic changes. And she's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. She's such a big girl. It's like, Mom, what they do to my teeth? Said a lot. So, but she's doing well. She's doing great. She's resting. And I wish I could get her some mashed potatoes to eat, but she probably won't eat the mashed potatoes because it's soft and be good for her. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll get her a pancake and chop up the pancake really fine, and so that it's just kind of soft. Hello, Bella. Thank you. We need it. I kept putting it off. I kept putting it off. I kept putting it off. Kept putting it off. And I finally said, I better stop putting this off. And me too, Pain. I do too. I hope her recovery goes well as well. Me too. She's resting right now. She's resting. She's resting. I hope that she doesn't hate the dentist. You know what I'm saying? Start hating the dentist. Start hating him like I did. I started hating the dentist. But no, no teeth taken out. The brandy teeth taken out. No, I don't know what brandy teeth means. Snowdrop. No, none taken out. Hello, Dal. Just a real big experience for both mommy and baby. For mommy and baby. He blocked you, but why would that affect you over here, Dell? Interesting. Guys, check this out. These ICE agents is running around killing people, unaliving people. The mayor of New York, the mayor of Boston, I believe. This is where this, Baltimore, where'd this happen at? The ICE agent shot and killed a woman that was shot and unalived a woman, 37 years old, saying that she was going to run them over. That is not true at all. What I read and heard is that she was trying to get away from them. That makes more sense than trying to kill someone. It does. It makes more sense that you're trying to get away from these people because they're trying to take you away from your loved ones, and you're afraid and frightened. Imagine someone coming up in your house telling you to get on the floor, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for being in this country illegally. Come to find out, you've been living in this country for years. For years. Yeah, Dell, see if they can unblock you. The mayor of this town is furious and upset and told them to get the hell out of his town, out of his town. Get out. We no longer want you here, need you here, want you here. Get out. Get out. Get out of our country. Get out of our city. Get out of here thinking that you're above the law. And now you have shot someone and killed someone. It finally has happened. Shot her in the face as she was trying to flee, get away, run, because she didn't want to be separated from her babies, separated from her family, pulled apart, taking you out of your comfort zone, taking you out of your atmosphere, removing you from your home, everything that you know, snatching you out of your house, putting you in handcuffs, separating you from your family. This so-called ICE, now they done messed around and shot a woman. Shot her. I doubt that she was trying to hit him. That doesn't sound right. It sounds like she was trying to get away, Debbie. They got footage. I'm going to bring it up. I know they got footage somewhere. Woman shot by ICE officers in Minnesota. I don't see anything about any injured officers. Minneapolis. Is this it?
Shooting. This now, the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
Yeah, we know that the call was made maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, so just about 3 hours or so ago. In that press conference, we did get some more information about this woman who was, we know, at this point shot and killed by ICE agents. We have learned that she is a 37-year-old white woman. She appeared to be in the vehicle alone, is what the police chief said, but the spouse has made it to the hospital. But we probably should take you back just a little bit about just some of the chain of events that have happened now that we have some of that information confirmed.
And interestingly, we really still haven't learned what the initial call was, why ICE was there in the first place, who they may have been looking for. But we know that while ICE agents were there, according to Mayor Fry, there were about a dozen or so plus agents there, and that, you know, we've seen, there's some video out there. We're actually going to be showing it to you here shortly so you can see for yourself. But in the course of, you know, of them looking for somebody, people started to gather, crowd started to gather, more law enforcement shows up. And I'm not exactly sure at what point the incident happened with the woman in the vehicle, but we know that there was a woman in the vehicle. And according to again, you'll see the video for yourself and you can kind of watch. There are two narratives here. One from the Trump administration, which we'll read to you in a second, and then one we just heard from local law enforcement. Okay, and Ryan's telling me that we are actually ready to show the video. So before we layer too much context here, why don't we just let you watch this? But we're going to do this in a very sort of deliberate way. Let people know that this is video we're showing for the first time. You're not going to see it a lot on our air because we want to make sure that when we're showing it, we're doing it with a purpose. So there's no audio here as well, and you're going to see this sort of play out. So just a warning to those who may not want to see this. You can see the vehicle.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning to everyone in my audience. Okay. So we're about to see something that's probably going to be horrible. So trigger warning.
That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's
See
take a
that
look.
agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other.
Oh my God. They were trying to get away. They were not trying to run over these agents. If one even got hit, or he pulled out his gun and started shooting. That is crazy. Dale. Oh my goodness.
You can see the vehicle.
Look at this.
That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And
He
then
already
there's
has out his
another
gun.
agent. I don't know if you can see
He starts to
that one right
shoot.
there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front
Wow.
here. So let's
See
take a
that
look.
agent walking up.
He pulls out his
And then there's
gun.
another agent. I don't.
We should be focused on
Watch
here.
this.
It's about a purplish reddish color
Watch
here.
how he
So
pulls
let's
out his
take a
gun.
look.
Agent walking up.
This one right here. Pulls out his gun.
And then there's another
shoot.
agent. I don't know if you can see
Did not try to run
that
over
one right.
anybody. That's not trying to run over someone. Hello, Leslie. That was not trying to run over someone.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah.
There.
So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief. But there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video. And again, right. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Sorry. So there is some audio to this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is crashed.
Yep.
And according to law enforcement here in the Twin Cities, that woman was shot, and then the vehicle drove into the snow there, as you can see. So this is kind of the aftermath right now. This video is turned the other way. We want to just show you what's happening. We didn't have a lot of.
And shot and killed this woman. Did you see that? She's resting.
on the front end of this, and every time we show video, we kind of like to show prior the incident and then as much after, but this is what we have, so we wanted to show it to you in full.
And this is also the first time that we are seeing this as well, so we're kind of just watching this together along with you. But as you can see,
To show prior the incident and then as much after, but this is what we have, so we wanted to show it to you in full.
and this is also the first time that we are seeing this as well, so we're kind of just watching this together along with you. But as you can see there, you see all these houses and these homes along Portland Avenue. We know that this is a residential area. So again, we don't know much about this woman, just that she's 37 years old. We don't know if she was an observer, because that's the thing too. So a lot of these ICE agents were out there, and they say observers were out there as well. These are people that are just documenting what is going on. And so we know from the police chief's perspective, he just says that he knows that she was a woman that was in her car and she was blocking the road.
Yeah.
And that's about all the information that we know.
Okay, right. You let me know when this is played out completely or how close we are. Oh, there's a couple minutes left because I just wanted to also read, because we haven't had a chance to do this, the statement from Kristi Noem, Department of Homeland Security, if I could as well. Do you want me to do that right now, Ryan, or do you want me to wait just a minute? Okay. Okay, so let's just kind of let's just watch this for a moment. Again, this is the aftermath.
What's the ambulance? That's Serene. It's crazy. They just opened fire on her.
Okay, so this is a loop now of what happened. If we could just hang on for just 1
Yeah.
second. Now that people have a little traction here, let's kind of watch this, and we'll let you just watch.
He could have shot him. He was just shooting in the air.
Yeah, and you saw the shot
What was
fired
the
there
purpose?
by the officer on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's read through the statement that the Trump administration had put out just a short time ago. I believe we have that up if we want to take that. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized.
He's lying. Then our president of the United States get on here and start lying to us. It's the most horrendous thing that you can do, is start to lie to us. Talking about there's riots. There wasn't a riot. There was one car that was blocking the road. Then they came up to her car. She tries to drive off. This ICE agent starts shooting at her, shooting at the car, shot her and killed her. It wasn't a riot. He's lying. ICE officers and one of their violent rioters weaponized her vehicle. No, she wasn't.
Her vehicle.
Attempting to run over her law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. This is bullshit. In an act of domestic terrorism, and ICE officers fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. This is that whitewash BS that you're hearing. There wasn't no riot. Are you okay, baby? I didn't. Right back, guys. Read what he said. Read what he's saying. There's no riot. Lady was in her car trying to get away or drive off, and all of a sudden, here comes gunshots. Sorry about that. She's doing really good. She's drinking. And listen to this. It was a riot in the street. And this woman was being defiant. She had no weapons on her. She was not trying to run anyone over. Wasn't nobody trying to run anybody over. So they were trying to get out the way. And someone started shooting. You saw the videotape. Yeah, why are you justifying that they used their weapon as a car? They used their car for a weapon. That's not true. It's like the mayor said, get the F out of my country. Get the F out of my county. Get out of my state. Over there thinking that they're big and bad. This guy pulls out a gun and starts shooting it at the car. The bullets, you can see some of the bullets ricocheting from the vehicle. Killed the woman on sight. He is not justified in his behavior. He is not justified in his nasty, disgusting behavior. No one was pulling out guns and shooting anyone but him. It's pathetic. It's really sad. It's a sad situation. Imagine someone pulling up on you, trying to give you something. You decide to drive off, and they decide to shoot at you. They decided to shoot at him. No matter what version that you see, I didn't see anyone get hurt by the car. No one got hurt by the car. And to say someone went to the hospital for injuries is probably a joke. This could happen to anyone. Wow. Hello, Mary. Hello, Mary. On the other channels, they're saying she is a Karen and she fofo so wrong. A Karen. Okay, so now a Karen is supposed to get shot in the head. This could have been avoided. Thank you, Mary. Mary, thank you. I got to get used to it. I do. I got to get used to the color, used to the look. I want silver again. I don't know. Just the color I had left.
Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done.
Get out.
We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now. And justice is what we've all got to get.
Yep.
Next, a message to our community. Look, we all know that the agenda of this Trump administration is to create chaos.
Hello.
Let us respond right now with our best versions of self.
Come on.
This is a moment where all of us in Minneapolis and beyond, we can rise to the occasion. We can show them who we are. We can show them the kind of courage, bravery, love, and compassion that makes Minneapolis, Minneapolis, and that makes America, America. We are better than a bunch of ICE agents being deployed to cities around the country.
We're better than
apart
that.
Families and communities.
We're better than that.
And so we are going to meet that hate with love. We are going to meet that despair with hope. We are going to meet that injustice with constant.
Like the dentist, Ookie dentist. So I gave her some Tylenol, make her feel better, some Motrin. They said it's just going to be sore for a while. I don't know if I should let her go to school tomorrow. I am just appalled by the behavior of our president. Just so quick to defend his side of the story. She used her car as a weapon. No, she didn't. She wasn't trying to kill anyone. She wasn't going to try to run over a police officer. She was not doing those things. So I saw them moving and moving the car, the wheel, away from the people. The wheel was moving away from the people. When the car took off in the right direction. And all you could see was an agent. As soon as he thought something was, he pulled out that gun and started shooting. He reacted. And when he reacted in a way that was unconstitutional, that he has unalived someone and not in self-defense. This wasn't self-defense. No one was in danger except for those that are not ICE agent. They came in there pulled out that gun and shot that lady in the head. Middle-aged white lady, 37 years old. She was gunned down. The mayor said, get the F out of his city. Leave. Get out. Move. Cadoodle. Skedaddle. Get out of here. Move. We don't want you here. You're coming in here, taking people out of their homes. Taking them out of their homes. Think about it. Snatching them out of their homes. Can you imagine being in your house? Where are you? Where are my United States people? Put a 1 in the chat if you from the United States. Put a 1 in the chat if you're from the United States. Thank you, highly sensitive. Now, let's pretend all the ones that live in the United States are subject. You're subject to be frisked, searched, given out a warrant, come into your home. What are you going to do? The ICE people are coming in there to get you. They're going to pull you out of your house, handcuff you, and put you in some inhumane place. They may even separate you from their families. Or they may just take the father out of the home. Or maybe it's the young baby. Maybe it's the mother that had the baby. Maybe the mother is pregnant now. The things that we are watching and seeing every day is not normal. There is nothing normal about someone knocking at your door or your window at that, telling you that you don't belong in this country. You don't belong. You live here for years. You've seen your grandkids grow up. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's over. You got to go back to a country you've never even been to. Excuse me, you have to go back to a country you have never even been to. What are we going to do, Serene? Or on way to school and grab you up a hold you. I'm unsanitary conditions for months. then fine, you are legal. What's the excuse about killing this person? Oh, she's a Karen. That justifies it. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. No, she was killed in broad daylight and we saw it. It was very, very traumatizing to see that. To see someone get shot in broad daylight like that. Like it wasn't nothing. How was them turning the car and moving the car or getting the car out the way or just whatever they were doing, driving away, whatever the case may be, put anyone in harm's way to the point they had to kill the person? That's how bad it was.
Constitutional justice ourselves. And we're going to make sure that in this very difficult moment, we do not take the bait that these ICE agents are trying to create and that the federal government, to be clear, wants. They want us to respond in a way that creates a military occupation in our city. They want an excuse to come in and show the kind of force that will create more chaos and more despair. Let's not let them. Let's rise to this occasion. Let's show them something far more beautiful than the kind of division that they're trying to stoke. Let's show them unity of purpose, of love, and the courage of our conviction. Our conviction, to be clear, is rock solid, and it is for our neighbors, all of our neighbors. It's for people who have lived here for 80 years. It is for new immigrants who have made this city a better place. That's the kind of love that we're going to show up with right now. If you're angry, I get it. I am too. If you're feeling that kind of despair, it's understandable. Let's show them who we can be. Let's show up with peace, to march, to protest, to hug one another, to love all the way with peace. Do not give them what they want. Finally, we've got a lot of work that needs to happen right now to make sure that, first, of course, the scene was secured as much as possible, that we were able to get the victim, now deceased, to the hospital. We've got a lot of work to do in the coming days. I want to thank our city enterprise for the work that they have done, but more importantly, what they're about to do, because this is going to be heavy and our city has been through a lot. We also know that we're prepared to do right for people. Among them is our chief of police. I'll invite him up.
My name is Brian O'Hara, BRIANO''HARA. I am the Minneapolis Police Chief. This morning, Minneapolis police officers received a report of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident, meaning shots had been fired. Minneapolis police officers responded to the scene. We arrived and found a woman with a gunshot wound to the head. Life-saving measures were performed at the scene, including CPR. The woman was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she has since been pronounced deceased. The preliminary information that we have indicates that this woman was in her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue, midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway. Her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue, midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway. Minneapolis police officers secured the crime scene and assisted in trying to preserve the evidence that is there. We have since turned over the scene both to the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, which will be conducting an investigation into this use of deadly force. I want to thank the mayor, city council president.
Deadly force, this unimaginable, this unimaginable force. Went in there with this type of force, this type of, shoot, shoot, bang, bang. Shoot, shoot, bang, bang. There's no justification for her death. This woman. More and more is going to come out. More and more is going to come out about who she is. If she had any kids. She was trying to move along. She was trying to move along. She was getting out the way. She was trying to move along, and this ICE agent pulled out his gun recklessly and shot recklessly at that woman. He shot to kill. Did he not?
Other members of the city council, state legislators that were on the scene. This has been a very difficult time for everyone in the city. And this is obviously a very, very tragic situation where a woman has lost her life. That being said, in addition to this tragedy, which unfortunately we did predict, we were seriously concerned about further escalation from the scene. And I want to thank the elected officials that came themselves to help us prevent that from happening, as well as the individuals on that scene that remained peaceful and that abided by law enforcement instructions so that we could preserve that scene and ensure that a full and transparent investigation can take place. That being said, I just echo the mayor's comments that we ask that the community continue to call for peace. We understand people are going to be upset about what happened, and people are going to want to exercise their First Amendment rights, but please do so safely and lawfully to ensure that we do not have any further tragedy in this city or destruction. Thank you.
Chief, thank you, Sheriff, thank you, council members. Commissioner, I'll open it to questions.
Any idea on the identity of the ICE officer who fired at the cops?
I don't have that information. No. The question was, is there an identity of the ICE officer that fired? I do not have that.
Mayor, we're hearing the ICE officer stopped a position from helping the lady who was shot. Is that true? We've seen video, it's all over social media, that someone tried to help this lady and they were pointed guns at and told to get away. Do you know about that at all?
So the question was, there's information out there that people tried to help the woman that was shot, and ICE officers that pointed guns at them and told them to leave. I do not have that information. I myself saw a video of the shots being fired as the car was driving away. What I can tell you is the narrative that this was just done in self-defense is a garbage narrative. That is not true. It has no truth. And it needs to be stated very clearly, since we have already seen a video of it. I do not know as to what you're talking
So,
about.
Mayor, she wasn't driving.
Over here.
She wasn't driving a car toward him, using her vehicle as a weapon.
That does not appear to be the case at all.
What's the city's protocol when an observer or an activist calls 911? They say an agent's following them or an agent's pointing a gun at them. How does the city of Minneapolis handle that situation going forward, considering what just happened today?
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. 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 It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia.
There it is. Oh, y'all didn't see that?
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia.
He just said, the guy.
Lady
Sorry, I thought you guys were watching a show with me.
Lady Letitia.
Sorry, I thought we were watching this together.
My name is Aiden Zana.
Can you spell
I'm
those for me?
sorry.
Yeah, AIDAN.
I thought we were watching this together.
ANA.
Okay. So just tell me in general, I mean, what did you see out here this morning?
Well, I have a 1 month at home, so I was just getting up. He had woken me up, and was getting dressed when I heard all of the horns and the whistles. And I'd heard horns pass through before as
You saw it, CC?
People follow ICE vehicles.
Sorry,
through the
everybody
city,
was looking
but
crazy.
They stayed. They kept going, and so I figured whatever was happening right outside. So I started watching through the window. There was a red Honda Pilot, maroon, but there were two people in fatigues, ICE agents, presumably. One was by the passenger side of the vehicle, one was by the driver's side of the vehicle. There was a handful of black and white SUVs, license plates on some of them, front license plates removed, parked sort of kittywampus in the street. And I watched as a third person in full camo come and pull several times on the door handle, at which point the red vehicle reversed a few feet and started driving around, and the person who was by the driver's side originally, not the man who pulled on the door, but who was originally there, shot through the driver's side window 3 times, and the car drove.
Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady
On that, you just saw this. Did you see an ambulance come? Did you?
An ambulance came a few minutes later. There was some delay getting the ambulance to the vehicle because of the vehicles in the street, and sort of they slowly moved their SUVs and trucks out of the way.
Demon
Somebody
dictator.
wearing a camo and a vest that just said police, I think they're ICE, but
Yeah, that's
no
what.
identification. Grabbed an orange sort of OtterBox style case and ran up to the vehicle, and they pulled the person out and onto the boulevard before the ambulance got there.
When you saw it happen, was that vehicle still moving? Was it at all going towards an agent at that point? Or
So the agents had been on either side, so they just backed up a few feet and then drove forward again. Somebody else said that the vehicle had been stuck in the snow a little bit. So they weren't driving at a person with any intention of hitting them. They were driving between.
good enough for me.
Very sensitive video. There's a lot of swearing in it. So the only thing that you will hear are the gunshots. We just want to warn our viewers about what they're about to see. We'll play the video now.
Did we kill audio? Good. That's on purpose.
Because there's all kinds of swearing.
Right. Calm down.
And I can just talk a little bit about what you hear, since we had to block out some of that video.
It was this guy right
what
there.
You just saw. I think this video will probably play once again, and I can kind of walk you through it. This is the part of the video where you see the aftermath. It appears that red vehicle that was shot at then rams or crashes into a car. So right now the officer is telling the person in that red vehicle to get out. There's lots of people yelling. That car then backs up, and then drives past those officers. You heard those shots there, and it appears that person was struck in the head. Then that car loses control, crashes into that white car that you see there.
And what's important to point out here is that what Secretary Noem just called domestic terrorism is what she describes this event. And what you see on this eyewitness video is unclear motive-wise what's happening, but you can see the car turning slightly away from the three agents that are there, not towards them. I'm not trying to tell you what the person was thinking behind the wheel. I'm telling you.
There it was right there. You saw the wheel going towards away. He backed up and was putting the car in reverse, then trying to move the car and go around the agents. They were not using their car as a weapon. That's a lie. They were not using their cars for weapons. That's a lie. That lady got shot down in broad daylight from an ICE officer that needs to be arrested. He needs to be arrested. Took someone's life.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia.
It's trigger warning, guys, and also fair use. Earl, it could easily be me, but that's not why I'm upset about him. I'm upset about it is because someone lost their lives over something senseless. This could have been avoided. That's right, Dale. Dale's right. They're going to come up with some type of cockamamie story about this lady, dog her and trash her, take her through the ringer, and cover up for ICE. They're already trying to cover it up, saying that she used her car as a weapon. No, she didn't. She was moving out of the way. It's sad. It's a sad, sad, sad situation.
Repeat it one more time. I missed the first part of what you said. I'll turn it over to the chief.
What does the city do when someone calls 911 and a federal agent's pointing a gun at them, that sort of thing?
I'll turn it over to the chief. The question is, what does someone do when a federal agent is pointing a gun at them? Chief.
So, if I heard you correctly, the question is about when people call 911, what is the city's protocol in these situations? We've had a very dramatic increase in 911 calls related to this activity. We have a protocol in place that has been evolving as the situation has been changing. And at this time, there is a designated supervisor that is on duty 24/7 that fields those calls. And we do everything that we can to ensure that they are appropriately prioritized, with the priority being placed upon the protection of life and safety of everyone in the community.
At least, Lisa.
Who was fatally shot, was she there as a legal?
It's very disappointing and disgusting to know that they would try to cover this up because they don't want the ICE agent to get in trouble, or for them to realize that we got problems in our society. These ICE agents are running around pretending that they are police officers. We already got a problem with them. They struck again. Again. Another shooting, Lisa. Oh, okay, Lisa. I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's a shame. And you can tell that they were trying to get away. They were trying to get away. They were not trying to run into these ICE agents. Hello? This is she. Great, thank you. It depends on what it is. No. I have another call. Can I call you right back? Okay, that works perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. People should be terrified. They're already coming in people's houses, handcuffing them, putting them on the floor while their kids sit there and watch it. It's really disgusting what ICE has been doing. Now we see it. We saw some of it. We saw this woman get shot in broad daylight. Boom, 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 boom. A person like you and me. There wasn't no riot. There was no riot. This woman was going to drive off. Okay, yeah, they didn't want anything. Some rain. You should. Not now. Not now. You could be a visitor. They mistake you for a resident, snatch you up and put you in a barn. Snatch you up, put you in a barn, and then you don't know where your family is. And then separated you. Earl's right about them coming to get me too. Is this the beginning of the end? Where you can just go to people's houses and pick them up now? Just scoop you up? That's what he did to that foreign leader. Scooped him up like he was a piece of trash. Called him all kinds of criminals. Making up stories. Extra ones. We needed to get this person. Why? For the oil. Be real. And now you're talking about taking Greenland too. Greenland better be on their P's and Q's. Oh, they're doing it in Canada now. They're following suit. Lisa, they are following suit. Canada should be ashamed of themselves. Well, not necessarily. They just killed a 37-year-old white lady. People should be outraged.
Observer, protester, bystander, what do you know that you can share?
So the question was, what can I share about the deceased? There is nothing to indicate that this woman was the target of any law enforcement investigation or activity. This woman was in her car, and it appears then blocking the street because of the presence of federal law enforcement, which is obviously something that has been happening, not just in Minneapolis, but around the country. She appears to be a middle-aged white woman.
Just about a month ago, you said these unplanned and questionable tactics by federal agents would result in someone being killed at a press conference right here. Do you consider today's tactics in line with that, or do you just have a generic response to the fact that somebody is now dead?
The question is that I had previously made several statements about being concerned about the tactics being employed. I am obviously very concerned that I have been told that a woman who was sitting in her car blocking the street and not the target of any enforcement activity is now deceased. However, I do not know, to be clear, I do not know the exact circumstances of the shooting, but I would tell you, in any professional law enforcement agency in the country, I think they would tell you it's obviously very concerning whenever there's a shooting into a vehicle of someone who's not armed. But it also is something that is possible. At times it is justified, but it is very concerning, and it's something that most law enforcement agencies in the country train very intensely to try and minimize the risk that law enforcement officers get placed into a situation that the need for deadly force would be necessary. I didn't hear the question.
Has there been any indication of the need to shoot into the vehicle?
The question was any indication about the need. I guess getting back to the justification of this, I have not seen any information other than what I have communicated.
No, there was no justification.
The question was if she was alone in the car. I know that I got there shortly after this call came in. I did not see anyone else with her while I was on the scene. However, I've since been told by our officers that have been with her the entire time that a spouse has arrived at the hospital.
Mayor, just curious if you're thinking about contacting federal authorities to register your concerns about this, personally making phone calls, et cetera.
Yes, we've been on the phone all morning. As soon as we learned about this, again, there were a series of priorities that we needed to go through. The first, of course, is to keep people safe and to help the victim in any way that we could. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There was the notion that ICE agents would be necessary to create a perimeter around the scene itself. They themselves were creating the kind of dysfunction and chaos that they claimed to be trying to help with. And so the message that we delivered very clearly was to make them leave. Now, beyond leaving the scene, they should also leave our city and our state.
Get out.
We do work, our chief does work, our sheriff does work every single day to keep people safe in our city and in our state. And crime is dramatically down. Crime is down. It continues to trend down. They are doing the hard work of investigating, of arresting
The only thing
perpetrators of violent crime. What this federal administration,
they need to get out. They were trying to do some type of perimeter around the deceased. To what? Dale, no, I can't do that. Only thing I can do is give you the link. Wow.
is doing right now is not about creating safety. Do not let them tell you that what they are doing is about creating safety. It is not. It is having the opposite impact. We need to be clear-eyed about the work that is moving forward, and they need to leave Minneapolis.
We have time for one or two more.
Then you need to get out. You need to get out of Minneapolis. Number one, you don't need to be there. You're wreaking havoc. You're killing our citizens. You're pulling out guns on people, scaring the hell out of people, coming in their homes.
More questions.
Mayor, you may know this with your legal background. If the shooting is found to not be justified, does the city have any legal, or the state rather, have any legal recourse to bring charges against this ICE agent, given that this person is a federal agent, if the feds don't?
So obviously, and I have to always lead with this caveat because it is true, an investigation still does need to be conducted. I had my perception of what took place based on the vehicle and the vehicle's positioning. It does not appear that the individual is trying to ram anybody. Now, the question was, if it is in fact found to be an unjustified shooting, who issues the charge, who prosecutes, how does justice take place? I don't know the answer in full to that. This is obviously information that we're still working out. Chief, do you have any additional information, or Commissioner?
The only thing I would add to the mayor's statement is that the crime scene was held by the Minneapolis Police Department, and the investigation is now being led jointly by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. And the purpose of their involvement would be to investigate whether any state laws within the state of Minnesota have been violated.
Can I just add something to that too? What's very important is that for our communities, that we do have some kind of part in this investigation. It needs to be done on a local level. With all due respect to the federal level, we do need to make sure that our local agencies are involved. Most certainly the BCA is very well capable of working with our federal partners in doing so. That is something that is needed for our communities. And so that's something that I can tell you that there's already been conversations from the U.S. Attorney's Office to the BCA that have already taken place today. How that's going to roll out, we don't know yet, but we are making sure that there is some kind of local entity, namely the BCA, that has a part in this investigation for the purposes of transparency and expedient transparency as to what happened today.
They're gonna spin it, girl.
If that's it.
Thank you, everybody. Again, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to the media for being here and disseminating this very important information around this tragic incident. To reiterate a final message to our community members, I understand the anger. Let's unite around hope and love and peace and justice. That's what we need to be doing right now. I appreciate the service from everybody up here, as well as the 435,000 people that call Minneapolis home. Thank you.
Got some housekeeping for you in just a moment after everyone leaves. Okay, so all media questions. First of all, I'm Scott Wasserman. I'm the communications director.
They're destroying it. All right, guys, we can move on from ICE. And, or we can just shut it down completely. I don't have anything on Megan and Harry. I don't even want to talk about them too. Dale can't come. And I know Demon Dictator, she's probably asleep by now. I know she had some information earlier about Megan's products not being sold, having too much inventory. Okay, sounds good, Demon Dictator. Yeah. That is good advice. Yep. Way good advice.
Is the host of Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered, and she joins me now. Happy New Year, Kins.
Happy New Year, Kev. 2 weeks of my Harry and Meghan cleanse, and I'm feeling pretty good. Like
it's like yeah, we've both had a sort of cleanse out. You're right, but you know, there's something about these two. You know, you and I still sending each other links that you see. There's something very compelling about their strange lives. Always interesting. We'll get on to Prince Harry and his armed police protection in a second, but just before Christmas, it broke that. These two, the gruesome twosome, Harry and Meghan, are losing staff again. They've lost, is it 2 of their top communications people? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I had somebody that I believe did work for the Sussexes tell me that working for Meghan Markle was a dehumanizing experience. And, you know, I think that that's the perfect example right there of what some of these people must go through. I mean, Meredith Maines didn't even last a year. That, I think, says a lot. And this was right after they lost their big Netflix guru, who also worked on The Crown, who lasted a solid 3 months. So what's going on there? I think that they continue to lack in leadership. I think they have a questionable work ethic. I don't think that they listen to the intelligent guidance that they're given. Otherwise, you can't justify a lot of the mistakes that have been made over the last several years. And I think that they have a problem communicating with people. Meghan, I've always been told, demands respect. And she does so in a way that makes people feel very small. And that's not the way that you behave in, you know, to function in the entrepreneurial world. You just can't be that. You can't have that type of personality. Entrepreneurs are hustlers. They're go-getters. Yes, they're working around the clock, but they're gracious. And, you know, in today's world where social media exists, not everybody has to sign all the non-disclosure agreements that Harry and Meghan make their people sign. but you run the risk of burning yourself when you treat people the way that Harry and Meghan allegedly treat people.
Well, we have Meredith Main, who was the head of communications, leaving just before Christmas. And then on the 29th...
Who also was conveniently packed during I believe Meredith Mains is behind this Project Thaw rumor that Harry and Meghan are wanted back in the royal family. And she was the person that was packed with King Charles's team in London.
Yeah, exactly right. But she suddenly went just before Christmas. Also, James Holt, who was known as Prince Harry and Meghan's rock throughout Megxit. He's been running the Archewell charity since 2021. It was revealed that he's left, that was just after Christmas, 29th of December. Plus they've
By the way, one of the highest paid employees at Archewell. I mean, I know we're down to like one now, but they're saving a significant amount of money.
$245,000 a year.
Yeah, and they're saving a significant amount of money with him gone, and we're constantly talking about Harry and Meghan's financial issues. So I think that it's probably almost a breath of fresh air for Harry and Meghan to crawl out of that debt.
And along the way, the name of the Archewell Foundation has changed to Archewell Philanthropies. And that's the charity.
I mean, change it to what? Change it to what? I mean, what do you guys do? What do you guys do? What do you ever do? I mean, you could call it Archewell whatever, and we would still have the same question. I've complained about it for the last 5 years. Show up, do good. They make that motto so vague.
I hate the dentist too. I do. I hate the dentist.
That we can't hold them accountable for not showing up and doing anything. What do you do?
Show up, do good. What does that even mean? Well, let's talk about Harry for a second, because over the weekend, I'm not sure I'm buying into these stories, because it sounds to me as if they're coming out of the Harry.
They are. These are Sussex sources.
The Harry and...
Yeah. I just went and checked on her, Cece, and she said she wants some milk. So I gave her some milk and asked her, was she hungry? She didn't say she was hungry, but like I said, I'm going to make her a pancake and smash it up. But I am going to go and spend the rest of the night with a little bit. Yes, she is. I don't know what this new foundation, new Meghan Markle, Archewell Foundation she's come up with. I remember Demon Dictator mentioning it before. Oh, they were really good with her. They were really good with her. He said she slept the whole time, though. She was asleep. And hers is like, it's a pediatrician dentist. Pediatrician dentist. That's what they call them. iKids pediatrician. Really good. They're a really good place. All right, guys. Kinsley and am I talking about Meghan's work ethics? Their work ethics is not that great, is it?
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia.
I will. I'll give her a big hug for you guys. Koala hug. Oh, she'll like that. What work ethic? What work ethic? Work ethic. Like, she doesn't have that. She's listening to her iPad right now. Oh, do you believe everything those royal experts say about Meghan? Not everything. Not everything. Yes. Earl, to answer your question, do you believe everything those royal experts say about Meghan? No, I don't. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm coming, sweetheart. Have a lovely evening, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm going to keep her home from school one more day just because I'm just not in the knowing. We'll see. Good night, everyone.